or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. It is Thursday, almost Friday, and the reason why I say that is Halloween, baby. Today also happens to be my youngest daughter's 10th birthday. We's about to celebrate that, so I'm recording this in advance. By the time you're watching this, I'm already at the celebration. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Chapters down below, although I think this is going to be just one big chapter because this is one big crazy-ass story that we got to check. So without further ado, let's unpack and let's go. All right, now into them. First set of, is it normal to get distracted by skimpy costumes in fighting games? Buttons that sadly need to be checked. So this is actually at GameSpot.com. I randomly stumbled upon this. Is we that down bad, y'all? Is we that thirsty? Is we that dehydrated? Is we walking through the desert? Talking about, is it normal to get distracted by skimpy costumes? There's different levels to this. I feel like there's a debate here, but let's unpack. So they write this, and then they kind of, FGC and whatnot responds underneath saying, I have no problems in Tekken or DOA series, but I seem to have problems concentrating whenever I play against Ivy or Sophia in Soul Calibur. All right, let's start. Let's unpack this. The man is saying, I got no problem with some Tekken or some DOA, but I start feeling some sensations. I start feeling some tingles whenever I play against Ivy or Sophia in Soul Calibur. Okay. We really here. Okay, we really here. He talking about he's getting distracted by the skimpy costumes to the point where having problems concentrating. Now, FGC responding to that saying, I admit I tend to, I guess with Mai and Fatal Fury, was just a nosebleed initially for me, but I got over it over time somewhat. Then down below that saying, I don't know very many people who get distracted by playing. My focus in particular when playing is strong, so I never have an issue when fighting. Then down below that, not at all, as somebody far from the only one on this website who wants to bang several fighting game girls. They've never distracted me, even if I'm trying to win a match. Then he goes on to list all the characters here. Let me highlight these for you guys right here. It said, they go from hot girls to giant hitboxes when I'm playing to win. Actually, not really. Female hitboxes are tiny, frustratingly tiny, except Philia. She's thick, LOL. Philia? Am I saying that? Isn't she in Skullgirls? Is we having this problem with Skullgirls character? Let me know if I'm off. I mean, I'm not too deep into Skullgirls. Is the design that good? Let me look her up, bro. Philia. Let me look. Oh, damn, I take it back. No. I don't know, hold on. This is a hell of, that's. Or sometimes it makes my pee-pee. This fool said sometimes it makes my pee-pee feel funny things, and then yeah, it's normal if you're 14 years old. And it's one thing to take note of a character design, it's another thing altogether to, let's say, design or for said design to distract you from playing the game effectively. I've been playing fighting games since I was 9 years old, and I can say that I have never ever been distracted by a character's clothing or lack thereof. And getting deeper, saying, I was raised as a man of culture in my country, so we don't really mind what fictional game characters are wearing. Only Zoomers and hipsters and YouTube's stupid algorithm gets triggered by costumes such as this. I kind of want to click on the link. It's listen, I want to click on it. I don't want to get a virus, but how could I not look? How could I not look? Because he says his characters dress such as this. What is he using? What does he think is provocative, saying only Zoomers and hipsters get distracted by this? I gotta know. Oh shit, okay. Now I clicked on it and I think I was supposed to. Y'all, okay, you cooking, my boy. But I must say, this is a cosplay, so it doesn't really count. She's not in the game. She's in the game, but you know what I'm talking about. Cosplay is different. I can see why people is getting hot and bothered by some real life cosplay, but I mean, or maybe he's just talking about the outfit period. Either way, okay. Then others continuing responding to that first comment, obviously saying, that's fairly abnormal. I mean, as much as I like Ivy, she's become a parody at this point. I only recently became retroactive or a retroactive fan of Sophia. The other franchises I can sort of understand since it's on full display with most of the female cast. Then underneath that saying, of course it's weird to get distracted, especially if you're in the middle of playing. I'm not trying to sound cool. I'm not trying to say it's super weird to glance at some fictional depiction of anything. No different than thinking something cuddly drawing of a puppy is cute. I find it odd to be actively distracted by a character's looks while actively playing, unless the issue is something like the graphics getting in the way of being able to tell what's going on. I feel like being focused on what you're trying to accomplish should dull your senses to that stuff, at least until you're between rounds. He said, I feel like the focus should dull them senses, at least between rounds. The greater mission is trying to win. And at the end of the day, we trying to get that W, man. You trying to get the D, or, you know, give them the D. I don't know, however you want to work that. What I'm trying to say is we too busy on trying to focus on the win. We're competitive up in here, so that should dull everything else. How is you still getting triggered? How is you still getting distracted by the jiggly bits? You know, like what is you really focusing on? Or I should say, what is going on in your personal life to the point where you're getting distracted as you play? Now, these are the comments that we're reading so far. Let me tell you my opinion real quick. So, like I said, I understand cosplay, that's completely different. But in the game, while we're battling, the only way I can see being distracted, because I see some of these mods and they butt-ass naked. I mean, the mods nowadays is crazy as hell. So I can see if you just online and you didn't know, somehow all of a sudden somebody's running through you with a naked mod and you like, whoa, what? And you're caught off guard. And all of a sudden you really seeing some jiggly bits. Jiggly tits. I had to say it. I had to say it. Anyway, listen, what I'm trying to say is I could see being caught off guard at that point. But beside that, yes, I think a lot of these characters, the designs are sexy as hell. Ooh, they doing some hot stuff, especially Armika. I don't know how to brain freeze on that, but they knew what they were doing. They even did the ass. The ass killing you, literally, right here, and you die, and you go straight to heaven. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, they knew what they was doing. Hey, let me clarify it real quick. I don't know too many people on God's green earth that appreciate a beautiful woman more than I do. Like, I think it is just chef's kiss, God's greatest work. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, from the bottom of my soul, right? I truly do appreciate that. I get it. We men at the end of the day. But when it comes to competition, I agree with a lot of these comments. Like, there has to be something deeper in your personal life going on. Maybe you need to get out more. Maybe you need some companionship. You know what I'm saying? I would think, that's just me. I would think for you to be getting distracted by that still while you're actually competing. And speaking of such distractions, this is another one. Do y'all remember this clip? This one went viral. I can't remember when, but I remember seeing a clip of it. I don't even know who's in it. It looks like some type of crazy Japanese game show where he's playing, he's at the arcade, and then you got like these ladies trying to distract him, I guess trying to make him lose, and the dude is in the damn zone. Check this out. Wow. Wow. All right, look. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Hold on, I'm gonna pause at the one where I think it's the most right there. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me get there. Right there. Let's be real. There's some of y'all in this community that would fold like a damn lawn chair if this was you at this moment right here. There was moments of the video where it seemed like he was smirking, like he wanted to smile. He knew what's up, but he had the focus. He had the eye of the tiger. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I also know there's a bunch of us that would have felt some chills, some goosebumps, something when it came down to this, or you would have broke. You just would have started laughing. I probably would have did the same. And when it got to this, when they're just staring at you over here doing all this stuff from a distance, it's whatever, right? When they're here with it, on the lap with it, then I got to laugh. I got to break character. I don't know about the concentration. That, to me, that's just wow. This dude right here is a G. He's like, no, I already know I ain't going home with none of y'all. Anyway, I'm playing. I put a quarter in this machine. I'm gonna play the game. I would have to put like 100 or 200 into y'all to play y'all's game, but I'd rather pay this one. It only costs a couple of quarters.
True that, Ernesto. Right on the money.
But yes, different levels of distraction, so I get it. At the end of the day, we are human. Different things activate us, trigger us, and we appreciate different things on different levels. So I'm not here to judge. But yes, it is weird as hell. Different strokes, different folks. How y'all feeling? And that it is, Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you're feeling. Appreciate the mad love, man. I wanted to give you guys a heads up too. So I'm doing different sponsors right now, and I did mention this like earlier this week or last week, but I'm thinking of doing a sponsor with this casino game. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments. The reason why I was thinking about it, because honest to God, I don't really play it that much in the past, but I know about it. My brother put me on it because me and him go to the casinos sometimes. We actually like going to the casinos whenever we could afford it. But anyway, it's this game. I checked it out because they reached out to me. It doesn't appear to be a scam. You don't have to pay to play it. You know, there's certain ways to get bonuses and whatnot, but it's legit. I mean, people do play it. So I was like, all right, we're grown adults at the end of the day. I know some of y'all will rock with it, some of y'all won't. And it's actually a YouTube short. It's not gonna be anything but a YouTube short, so it's gonna be a clip and that's it. So I was like, maybe I should. Lord knows, you know, birthdays is coming and all this other stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, it's like I try to put sponsors on this channel. For one, that I don't think are scams. For two, that I'm actually interested in. And for three, that I just think that are cool, even if I've never used them before. So sometimes things are right on that line, because sometimes there's a little gray area, and then sometimes I'm like, hell no, I can't do it. So either way, I wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you see a weird YouTube short come out for a mobile game, if you rock with it, fine. If you don't, let's just check the next set of buttons. But I just wanted to give you a heads up. So thank you guys for tuning in. Weird way to end the episode today, right? But I felt like I had to give y'all a heads up because it's coming to that deadline where I have to make a decision. So I don't know, y'all, but I do know. I thank y'all for tuning in. I also thank God that I'm still alive to see my daughter turn 10 years old today, and we're gonna have a good time. So I don't know what it is, as always, but as long as you can focus while you're trying to win, no matter what that woman look like, it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Did you see how close they got to him? Like, they started off pretty far away, then they kept getting closer and closer. That couldn't have been me. Nah, that couldn't be me. You know, because they started off pretty far, right? Like back here, he just playing. You know what? This is bullshit. I can't even see the damn thing. No, don't try to get up now. Nope, we playing the game, right? Nope, I done put 100 quarters in that bitch. We playing. We're gonna be here for 3 days.